very warm welcome on behalf of Sardar Patel College of Engineering, who has clubbed all of us for the 1 week All India Council for Technical Education Training and Learning Academy sponsored online faculty development program on micro electromechanical systems. Now, I would request everyone to please be ready for the Saraswati Vandana and lighting the lamp ceremony.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
Thank you, everyone. Now, I would like to request the coordinator for Faculty Development Program and Dean Research and Development, Dr. Kiran Bhole, to please address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Guest Professor G.K. Anand Suresh, respected in-charge principal SPC Dr. M.M. Murdi, Dean Academics Dr. Santosh Rane, Head of the Department Mechanical Engineering Dr. Sudhakar Umare, my dear colleagues and participants of the course. It gives me an immense pleasure to coordinate the 1 week AICT's Training and Learning Academy sponsored faculty development program on emerging field of micro electromechanical systems. This faculty development program would enable participants to understand and learn design principles, fabrication, characterization, and packaging techniques related to the main. Various fabrication processes, particularly silicon micromachining, both surface and bulk, will be touched upon in the course. Technology developed to fabricate 3D MEMS devices, MEMS biosensors, MEMS gyroscopes, and other scalable techniques is also part of the course. Eminent speakers from IIT Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur, TUE EPFL Switzerland, Manipal University Dubai, College of Engineering Pune, and experts from industry like Nanoscape Technology Limited will be delivering expert talk in this FDP. As per AICT mandate, in addition to the technical lecture series, we also have one session on stress management and meditation from Art of Living teacher Professor Prasanna Gandhi. I am sure that this course will surely take participants close to understand different aspects related to the MEMS. Once again, I welcome all the participants and my colleagues for this FDP. I hope participants will enjoy the program through the journey in coming 5 days. Thank you very much.
I'd like to request our Honorable Principal, Dr. M.M. Murdi, to please address the gathering.
Good morning to all. Honorable Chief Guest and Keynote Speaker of the today's session, Dr. Anand Suresh from IISc Bangalore, Heads of the Departments, Course Coordinator, Dr. Kiran Bhole and his team, all participants from various institutions and organizations all over the India. First of all, I welcome you all for this 1 week FDP on micro electromechanical system, MEMS, which is sponsored by AICT's Training and Learning Academy. I am happy that the SPC is conducting this FDP, which is sponsored by AICT funding. Last year also we have conducted AICT sponsored FDP on remote sensing, which was organized by Dr. Kambekar from Civil Department. I am happy to know that around 190 participants have been registered for this program. So these participants are from various institutes and organizations all over our country. And also, if you look at the timetable, that resource persons are eminent faculty from IISc, IIT Bombay, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Madras, College of Engineering Pune, and other reputed organizations. I am sure that all of you will be definitely benefited by this FDP. I thank the coordinator of this FDP, Dr. Kiran Bole and his team, Hashin Sheikh and Walvi, for taking efforts to make it happen. This FDP to happen. I wish the FDP grand success, and thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Now, I would like to request to call upon Mr. Mrunal Mahant to please introduce our speaker for today's first session.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Udam.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Thanks to the organizing committee for giving me the opportunity to introduce the speaker of the first session, the role of mechanical design in MEMS by Dr. Anantha Suresh. Dr. G.K. Anantha Suresh is a professor at Department of Mechanical Engineering in Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He is best known for his work in areas of topology optimization, compliant mechanism, and micro-electromechanical systems. He has done BTech in Mechanical Engineering from IIT Chennai in May 1989. He has done MS in Mechanical Engineering from University of Toledo in March 1991. He has done a PhD in Mechanical Engineering from University of Michigan in December 1994. He was a postdoctorate research associate at Microsystem Technology Laboratories, Electrical Engineering and Computer Science Department from MIT, Cambridge since February 1995 to September 1996. He is a recipient of prestigious Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Award in 2010 for Engineering Sciences. He has published 89 journals articles, 7 books and 93 conference papers, and has more than 15 patents on his name. I welcome Dr. Anantha Suresh from the team SPCE. Sir, you can start the session.
First, thank the organizers and your college for inviting me to your faculty development program. And I thank Dr. Bole and Professor Umale and Professor Rane and Professor Murali and all others and all the faculty who have joined this. I'm glad to see such a large number of people joining this FDP. I'm at IISc, as you can see. And I changed the title a little bit, and I will tell you why I chose this particular topic a little later. This work was done with my students. Now, let me move ahead and explain the last bit that Nilesh showed, which is this bistability. As you can see, the bistability is all around us, in a hair clip to binder clip and some bottle caps and eyeglass frames, and everywhere we have bistable things. And you can use them at MEM scale, which is what we have done. That's why I chose this. Another reason I chose this was that Nilesh's master's thesis was also electrothermal actuators. And his paper is, his title of this paper is Comprehensive Electrothermal Elastic Analysis. And that paper is highly cited now. And I thought it was relevant to talk about your own students' work when I'm presenting at an FDP in your college. And what is bistability? If you look at the energy landscape, like it is shown here, right? If there is a minimum here, there are two stable states. If this is potential energy or free energy, in between there is a maximum, which is unstable state. And that's what Nilesh was showing with his hands when he presses. Finally, you can make them and characterize them so that you can also publish papers. Yeah. So I would end here and take any questions that you may have.
Speaker, Dr. Prasanna S. Gandhi. Dr. Prasanna Gandhi is a professor in mechanical engineering at IIT Bombay and also director of Sumant Mashruwala Advanced Microengineering Laboratory. he received his BE degree from the University of Bombay. In 2000, Boys Cast Fellowship in 2006 of Government of India. Professor J.R. Isaac Fellowship in 2006-2007 and Best Faculty Award in 2008. He has been a qualified teacher of stress relieving, life enhancing.
First of all, I would like to thank organizers for inviting me to give this talk and share some of the exciting things in the research going on at our laboratory. I really appreciate the efforts taken by the organizers to kind of organize this program and give us this kind of opportunity to share the knowledge. I know in this course you would be looking at a lot of microsystems. 20 crores of the funds so far have been utilized for different activities in this laboratory. And motivation for this particular part of the research is about this nature. So see, nature has this kind of a fractal geometric systems everywhere. You think of a trees, holes. So whatever this machine that you see here, which is some kind of a small homemade micromilling machine, okay, which uses motors which are for the aero modeling. Okay, this.
Limited, Chennai in 2012. As a member of board of governors NIT Puducherry in 2012 to 15.
From the bioreceptor into a measurable signal, which can be electrical or optical. Of course, we prefer electrical because it's easier to play around with the amplify the signal. Hydrochloric acid directly. I can't remember some compound containing chlorine, and that made it silver, the top surface as silver chloride. What happens is if you keep using it, the silver chloride layer goes off. So you have to again redo it. But as biosensor
Technologies Private Limited, he has done MTech from VNIT Nagpur in 1999 and PhD from Electrical Engineering Department at IIT Bombay in 2007. During 2007 to 8, he has worked as a principal engineer at Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company on the 32 nanometer high-K metal gate project. In 2009.
So I'm Nitin Kale. I work with NanoSniff Technologies at IIT Bombay. So we are located at IIT Bombay. We are a startup incubated here. Today I'll be talking a little bit clean rooms.
Yes, sir.
Okay, many of you would have, or some of you wouldn't.
Speaker, Dr. Tanveer. So Dr. Tanveer has done his MTech from IIT Roorkee and PhD from IIT Bombay, where he worked in advanced microengineering lab in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Currently, he is postdoctoral research in microsystem group. His thesis work fluid films by controlling a fluid interface towards the fabrication of microfluidic devices. Work also included designing flexural size control over the microfluidic processes. Postdoctoral project has hosted an EPFL in Switzerland. He is working on developing artificial cilia chip systems that can help understand ciliopathies.
Yes, it is full screen visible. You can proceed.
Okay, fine. Well, welcome to this session. I'm gonna talk about femtosecond laser machining process in the nature. So this is simple introduction. For example, making these structures in one particular material, but then we want to make an active structure, and I will just show you one video. I think that will be almost the control.
Is a miniaturization sort of you can say of that particular about sensors, actuators, and controllers which control these devices. So thus this is a historical background that we touched upon, and these visionaries, we must remember them, that there is a plenty of room at the top, at the bottom is what he said. It was a talk given in American Physical Society in Caltech in December 29, 1959. Feynman described a process by which the ability to manipulate individual atoms and molecules might be developed.
So, what I'll talk about is, as Professor mentioned, mechanical systems. And I don't want to call it microelectromechanical to fabricate devices, nanofabrication facilities, and also to characterize them. And this is probably one of the delivers very well in this case. Maybe this cell is healthy. Now, let's say I send in some poison, right? In this case, what happens to the cell? Is it still going to hold on to these cantilevers, or will it let go? And at what concentrations does it really lose its ability to hold on to these cantilevers?
Everybody's life easier. I mean, not only. Okay, so let me get this in front here. Okay, so what we are going to talk about is gives such an immense satisfaction after seeing that the students are growing.
Rate of your breath. The breath is moving in and out of the body.
Projects in microelectromechanical systems and microsystems funded by various government and private agencies. He has authored or co-authored more than 200 research articles in reputed international journals and conference proceedings. His current research interests include biomedical and inertial MEMS transducer, biomems, and microfluidic biochips.
Program, AICT sponsored faculty development program, and so I hope you are enjoying the series of lectures by the different experts in the field of MEMS and microfabrication that I have taken from the net. Here you can see that a insulin pump. Insulin is used to regulate the blood glucose. Okay, if the glucose level goes high, then you have to deliver the insulin. And now it is a diabetic, and diabetic is a prevalent disease in India. A radius of curvature about 2 millimeter. 2 millimeter is your radius of curvature. Around that, our sensors was integrated, and we took the
this FDP program on MEMS. Nothing makes me happier than talking about MEMS. Just before coming to this lecture, 3 minutes before this, I was giving a lecture in another FDP program, another transducer that we have built, and we built it by learning some tricks from crickets, these insect crickets. We were trying to study these crickets, that how do they produce such loud sound just by moving their wings like that. All it is doing is moving its wings and effect, because all these coatings, all these technologies that we are developing for coating surfaces, we do extensive characterization of these, right? So we can tell you that, okay, if we come across some material.
So I'll just share my screen and then we can move ahead with the talk. Is the screen visible to all of you?
Yes, it is visible.
Yes. So the IIT Bombay houses a nanofabrication facility that has been established quite long back in the Department of Electrical Engineering. So here, this facility was started by a group of few faculty members headed by Professor Zuzair Warsi, and which was followed by many faculty members from many different streams joining in, which now results around, we have 60 faculty members from all over departments of IIT Bombay, which are using this facility. So to move ahead, the flow of my talk would be, I would be talking about the depositor for bigger sizes. Right now in our lab, we do not have anything, but maybe I can help you. You have my email ID. Can you just note down and you can send me the image of your cutting tool? Maybe I'll check on that and I'll reply to you accordingly. Is that okay?
Yes, madam. Very, very thank you, madam.
Yes,
very
sir.
nice interaction, madam.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Pandemic situation. Kiran sir, is it interactive for some time in the beginning?
Yes, you can have interaction, no problem, sir.
Yeah, in 1 or 2 minutes, okay, in the beginning they can have, right? If they want to respond,
Yes,
if otherwise,
Yes,
otherwise I will do the fine. Sustainable, and that to pandemic. Can we think about so good thing in the pandemic situation? Can we use the solar energy and the MEMS combination to make my life very green? Can I make such thing where I feel like, oh, we use up the renewable energy and I am really close to the COVID is defined, can be defined as, come on, value of I is in demand. So value of I, we have to see how I can improve myself, how I can make more better myself. And that was a beauty, because if you give the negative side for this water vapor, means it is rejecting water vapors, and that was really good. Okay, similarly the other type of characteristics I have done, and then you did not worry about, don't go into that, but there is a change. You can see for TNT always the change is higher, for RDS change is slightly low, DNB very small change, and water vapors it is opposite. So collected so many experiments, and then we look and how can you make better electronic noses for that. So understanding electronic nose, understanding the fabrication challenges, how we can fabricate many number of cantilevers or many capacitor structure at the micro level, and another is how we can specifically coat that. So that kind of thing, and the research is going on, and we are trying to optimize that. Another is sensing time. We cannot afford to sense late. So sensing time optimization, these are the three very important criteria, and of course the cost effectiveness. These are the 4 places the R&D is going on now.
Thank you, sir. Any other questions from participants? Any other questions from participants? Please feel free to ask.
Engineering, IIT Bombay. He completed his BTech from Madan Mohan Mahavidyalaya University of Technology in 2001. He has completed MTech from IIT Bombay in 2003. He has done his PhD from Nanyang Technological University, Singapore in 2008. After prior to join IIT Bombay in March 2015, he was working as an senior researcher in the Technical Research Center of Finland, where he was responsible for develop 3D packaging technology.
Again, so if you look at this picture here, you can see that this one, okay, this picture, let's call it 1. This is ASIC, okay, and if you look closely here, okay, this is a MEMS die, okay, but MEMS die is not a single die, okay. If you look at, if I draw the picture here, okay, so what will happen? You will have a MEMS die or MEMS devices, and then this MEMS devices is basically, there's another, this kind of a device, okay, which is kept here. This thing what we call as a cap or protect, okay, that you will simply bend these pins, okay, and you will have a ready-made connection. Okay, so if you look at this example here, okay, we have provided electrical interconnection through this gold wire bond, okay, and then we have provided mechanical protection by this epoxy, okay. So the fundamental function of packaging, the mechanical protection and electrical interconnections. And if you apply a voltage 50-60 voltage, what will happen? There is going to be discharge process which is going to be start here. So you can see there's some tiny sparks, okay, and these sparks are responsible to create a high temperature, very high temperature on the surface, and that high temperature basically melts the material there. So this is a kind of a very crude way, the basic principle of ECDM process.
Years of teaching experience. He completed his
Yes, sir, it is visible. Yes, sir, it is visible.
Voltage and 3 welding speed. During that period, this is my heat input 1.13 up to 1.24 kilojoule per mm. And during that period, this is my volume fraction of AF means acicular ferrite. And this is the magnification of microstructures, 200 micro magnifications. Just to observe that I am getting 60% of acicular ferrites. In this 100% microstructures, I am getting 60%.